you back at Ranchi for an event. How was your experience today?
Uh, Ranchi has exciting things. One of them is you standing next to me. Always gets me involved into things which I never planned. It was, I would say, beyond expectation. Typically, if you see a video on a normal blockchain event, if you get 10 to 15 people, it's considered a success. And I think we ran out of chairs, and this event was successful way beyond anyone's mean. Usually, people get excited about things that they have already seen. To get them excited for things that they have never seen is a challenge.
Okay.
And I think that challenge has been vastly not only met but exceeded. And I think I have to congratulate the full team, including your team and STPI team, to be able to put up such a magnificent show.
Oh, thank you, Rohit. And I think it is a well-deserved thank you because of all the effort that has gone in, and that effort has been partial if support from you. The rest of team who has been on the ground has not taken to a level. And the reason this event was successful because we had things to show. I mean, it was not one of those concept stories that you tell some king and queen story and say, hey, you know what, this will happen, a change will happen, something will happen. But we had some real good software to talk about.
To show as well.
So on the RanchiMall side, I mean, you've been talking blockchain for quite some time. You also made a reference in your conversation. So what are top 3 things that's running at RanchiMall right now which you'd want to tell to the world?
So the first thing I want is about the project called Ranchi at Blockchain. And the idea is common user services should be on the blockchain, because blockchain can extend the user experience way beyond normal internet.
Okay.
So we want to have, number one, the bus service. Number 2, some kind of public utility service, some kind of public services. And third is common services like newspapers and milk, something that it's a boring task to perform them on a day-to-day basis. Those are the normal end user experiences that I want to come in Ranchi and as part of Ranchi at Blockchain. But we want the startups emerging on the blockchain space, and those startups going and conquering the world.
Okay.
And we want the people to either start as an intern, end up making startups, or start as an intern and become great blockchain professionals. That's the ultimate aim.
So to summarize, so what you're saying that Ranchi at Blockchain is one of the initiatives that it is working on, and you're seeing a right kind of synergy happening from institutions, from normal people, acceptance at a startup level, which you think is a perfect ingredient to build a very good success story.
I think Ranchi has a lead right now, and I would like to say one thing. The winners of blockchain world have not been decided yet, and it's still very, very early stage, and there is every chance that Ranchi can become the next San Francisco of blockchain world. So it's an opportunity that many cities are trying to compete, and no one has got the right formula. But I think Ranchi has what it takes to rocket off compared to other cities, just not in India but outside India, in the blockchain world. And that reminds me of how Bangalore became Silicon Valley of India. Those are just one company. So Texas Instruments,
Okay.
set up the shop.
So I'll come to the next 2 points that you were about to say, as in
Yeah.
what are other 2 things that RanchiMall is doing. But
Yeah.
before coming to that point, I just want to re-emphasize on one of the aspects that you just mentioned. Anything on blockchain right now is technology. Now, since you have put a reference to San Francisco and the way technology in Silicon Valley has booted up, and we all are users of that Silicon Valley in one way or other. And of course, technology changes a lot of things. It impacts normal people. But here, for example, we have Rohit on the camera right now. How does this event on a blockchain impact someone like him and makes a transient shift? I mean, is there an impact on the business model that you foresee, and places like Ranchi to have any play in there, or is just because we are trying to take certain leap because there are energies in pockets? And
No, I think the fact that an event like this has brought all the people in one place together,
okay,
and all of them are, when they leave, we have also all of us have created a group where they can interact. The power is in the interactions of the people that will emerge out of it. And we have just seeded the process. But frankly, if you look at any emergent process, no one knows what the end result is going to be. So the fact that people have known something called blockchain and they are willing to try, and we have at least 100 people having a blockchain ID, it's really a big deal. That was each of those 100 can compound. And the right way forward to do is all the people who have been introduced, they should not be left behind. No, they should be exposed to new kind of initiative in which these people are going to participate. As they have come here, they should participate more and take it deeper and deeper till Ranchi has taken a stratospheric lead compared to
No, we hope
other
so,
nations.
and we are seeing the early wins as well, and then we are clearly seeing that we are taking that lead.
I mean, I would say when Abhijit was giving the talk, because I've seen him a couple of like 2 years back when it started, and the confidence that he was displaying. Initially, the technical talk, understanding what blockchain is, how blockchain can do different things, it just blew me out because a person from Ranchi to be able to speak that level of competency on blockchain and demonstrate that level of competency on blockchain, uh, it's absolutely it's just mind blowing. And 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 now we have Abhijit, and we want many more Abhijits like that, starting from Abhijit. I think whatever is happening right now is a snapshot of what was done a couple of years back. And if a couple of years back can do produce someone like Abhijit, then a couple of years forward, God knows what's going to happen. Because now we know we are no longer one.
No, and I sincerely hope the people of Ranchi, the youths, the folks who are trying to get themselves skilled, and someone who look at technology as a space to move forward with, blockchain certainly offers a right sort of mechanism, and obviously we have taken that lead. We have blazed that path ourselves.
That's the toughest path, when there is no path to create that initial trajectory. And once the initial trajectory is there, then other people start walking into it, and then it becomes big automatically. But when you have to create an initial trajectory when no one is looking around, that's the tough path. And I think that's what I'll personally commend you, Amitesh, on that, for conceptualizing it and putting so much of energy and focus to get this done.
Oh, thank you, Rohit. Thank you. So, coming back to the other two areas that RanchiMall is going and moving forward with. So, what sort of action we could see in the next year?
Well, for RanchiMall, first couple of years, for us, getting to blockchain is 10 years journey when blockchain was not even born. 2016, we realized blockchain is the big place where we do anything. And 2017, we took our first commercial moves. And 2019, we're talking right now, is in the technology is ready. And now what we want is users for those technology, the initial users for those technologies, common users, end users. Technology has to help people, and our full focus is in one place, which is Ranchi, where we can create enough density of people interacting so that it creates a momentum of its own. So we are going all out.
Okay. So hopefully
Ranchi.
then we'll get to see more of this coming up next year.
Absolutely. Just not next year, but the next couple of. This is just in terms of initiatives, they usually start running immediately after. And even this event has helped us. We have created a cloud-based platform, and we created a cloud architecture, which is the demo that we have prepared itself is a blueprint for future technology usage. But yeah, the momentum is going to grow much faster, extremely faster.
So I think one last parting sentence that you have until we meet next in the next event. What is that? One vision statement that you think would be a sort of a wish list.
The vision statement is the same vision statement that I made today in the talk, which is if there's a brilliant piece of future that you can see, the way to approach that future is not to see where you are and what you have to do to go from here towards that future. The right way of doing it is dreaming of that future and figuring out what you need to do today, irrespective of how much distant it is from present day world. So you have got to dream. You have got to figure out what that future what has to be done today so that future can be enabled. So go ahead and live the future today, because present is the most boring time to live. The real pleasure is to live in future today.
Well, thank you, Rohit. Thanks again for all of this stuff. And
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure participating here. I'm looking forward to many more participatory events like these.
Thank you, and thank you guys. Thank you.